The NIM in Copenhagen stands out from the crowd. Artistic and individual, it's one of 520 privately owned boutique hotels that operate under the small luxury hotel banner. SLH isn't the only such brand around. There's Relais Chateau and leading hotels of the world. The question is, are these a brand, or is it all just hot air and marketing?
I think for a small hotel in Copenhagen, it's good to be affiliated with small luxury hotels. We become known.
Membership isn't free. It costs thousands of dollars a year, and it brings huge benefits.
It's a bit like McDonald's. You know, the first thing a struggling hamburger joint might do is go and join the franchise of McDonald's. And the first thing he does is he puts up the golden arches so that actually people know that he's a McDonald's hotel. It's exactly the same thing with SLH. The customer's perspective, it should be that really that they can rely on that badge, that they won't have a bad experience. And I think that the customer recognises these are badges of quality.
But how do you, sir, as the chief, how do you ensure that putting that stamp on it isn't just a gimmick, but it actually means something?
Well, we have regular inspections of these hotels. We throw them out of our membership if they don't come up to it. Certain hotels, especially in the economic climate that we've had, they can't keep up with the investment.
You say you've kicked out hotels?
Yeah, we kick hotels out.
How many do you kick out?
How many do we kick out? About 4 or 5, maybe a year.
And here's the rub. With hundreds of passionate hoteliers operating under the same tent, friction between hotelier and brand is inevitable.
As we constantly change, we need to look at, do we still fit? Do we feel that we are a fit with SLH? Is that the brand that we wish to have? Is there other affiliations that are more focused on the markets that we think would be attracted to NIM and that we would like to attract to NIM? We're looking at what's out there and what does the market have to offer. As long as it's working very well with SLH, then we keep that partnership.
In Miami, the SLH plaque is proudly polished in the heart of South Beach at the Betsy. Now, this is a very interesting space.
This is our B-Bar Lounge. The most interesting thing about this space is that it's subterranean. It has a reflective vinyl ceiling.
Oh, wow. I just realised.
Don't really, even a tall gentleman like yourself doesn't realize this.
I didn't realise.
There you go. See, it works.
That is very,
Right.
very cool.
And that's what happens when the music's on. It kind of vibrates like that. It's a design masterpiece.
Are you a troublemaker when it comes to these people saying, hang on, hang on, hang on?
Let me think about that. Yes. Nothing else to say. Of course I am. With any of these organizations, the more involvement you have with them, the louder you are, the squeakier a wheel you are, the more attention you're going to get.
It's interesting, old Jeff. He thinks that he's going to resign every year. So it could be this year that I'll say, well, actually, okay, Jeff, then that's it. Believe me, he will not want to actually leave the brand of SLH.
We know the guests better than anybody, which means that we know the SLH members better than even SLH does, because we know them intimately from their visits. So we have to speak up, we have to be involved.
This is classic. Hotel and brand need each other. I can't imagine SLH pop around and count the sheets and make sure that the glassware tings properly.
Actually, they do.
What do they look at when they come around?
They look at everything. They look at everything, and you know, it's a composite.
SLH knows that the hotels have to keep up their side of the bargain. So hotels are on notice. They must keep up the standard expected by the brand. The essential ingredient is being a small hotel with a real heart.
We curate every single corner of every piece of the hotel. We don't just design it, build it, and let it go. We curate it.
Not everyone will stay at a small luxury hotel of the world. What the brand hopes is that those who do recognise that they've experienced something special.